Kristen should take pictures. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Take away everything that takes me from you.
There we go. Okay. What's that? No, you're in the middle. Plus, you know, you might fall down, and so you can catch it. Just watch the holes.
Divine beloved, Mother, Father, source of all, you who we know and call upon by so many different names, how sweetly and tenderly you call out to us today to gather in community, in spirit and grace, to witness true love, to behold the kiss of the divine. We are here to witness the beginning of a new journey for Christine and Bret, of growth, of healing, of learning, of transformation. And we know this day that they do not walk alone. They are companioned by all of us who are witnessing them today, both the visible and the invisible realms. May grace pour through their lives with every breath that they take. We open this sacred ground and this sacred ceremony. Please join me in offering them our light, offering our prayers, offering peace, wholeness, abundance, love, joy, and all that they can gather in their lives. As we prepare to welcome our beloved family and the betrothed, may we become ourselves love in action, like the 1,000 beads in these ancient rattles that will move together and become one. May we also unite our energies, minds, and spirits, and may we dedicate ourselves to this blessed union.
It's time to come home. Can you hear the joy calling you back to the heart of us all? To honor, celebrate, and give thanks. You've wandered around looking for a love that's already here.
Allow me to acknowledge the parents of Christine and Bret for making their lives possible and thus making this wedding possible. On behalf of the couple, I offer their heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for your strength, for your guidance along the way. As we enter into this wedding ceremony, this right now is a time of welcoming, not giving away. This is the time of uniting and celebrating. So may it be. Welcome again to this happy celebration today. Bret and Christine have called us together today to witness the public declaration of their love and caring for each other. For us, as for them, this is a time of joy, a time to rejoice that these two people have found each other to love, and a time to rejoice that they have now chosen to share with each other all that life may bring. Let their happiness brighten our hearts as now we join in the celebration of their marriage. Allow me then a call to celebration. I believe the call today is a simple one and one that we've been working on for the last 15 minutes. it is to be here today, to allow ourselves to be present in mind, body, and spirit in this very moment for these two beautiful people. We gather here on the sacred grounds of the Tibetan Cultural Center in an interfaith place of peace, which expresses the importance of universality within our lives. Here on these grounds, there are Tibetan prayer wheels which continue to spin forth prayers, a multitude of prayers for peace and compassion for all beings. May our own love and compassion inspired by this gathering bless these grounds and our Mother Earth as part of this call to celebration. And this is the gift that they are giving to all of us, and it's a big gift, a time to be together, to take pause, to be present, and graciously take part in the sacred creation which forever surrounds us. And so on behalf of the couple, I recognize all of you, the family and friends of Bret and Christine. You who have nourished this couple in the name of love will now allow this love to grow in new ways through this marriage. Please accept the heartfelt thankfulness from today's wedding couple in appreciation for all that you have done. And on this memorable occasion, we would take a moment to remember a few of those who are no longer with us on this earthly journey. Garland Habecker, Joe Mitchell, Bill and Shirley Davis. Let us observe a moment of quiet as we call all of those to mind and heart, who are, though may not be present with us physically, are with us in spirit. Let us join in silence together.
Sacred space, dressed in reds, purples, and lace, as dear Bret and Christine express words that they mean, and we all have joy tears on our face. Back when Bret was making peace over in the Middle East, came back and shared, Christine was there, sparks began, to say the least. Over at the church, UU, divine timing right on cue, Bret heard of Christine, he thought her quite keen, and those sparks, well, they grew. As their love path did unfold, a date was designed, I'm told. Who are you, he said, from the heart, not the head, a light ignited, pure gold. So, 9 years ago in the spring, these two spirits, oh, they did sing, feeling love grow, getting to know, feeling love grow. 'Twas clear that this was no fling. But a path can sure take a turn, and sometimes, well, it does burn. Christine went away to California, and their hearts did yearn and yearn. They made it through that long year, hourly watches chiming clear, to remind them each their love did reach across time and space, so no fear. Long distance is rough, it's true. Let's build altars for me and for you. So they had a space to send love with grace, a place to go when feeling blue. Christine returned to B-Town Midwest, trusting that to Bret she would invest. Made a home on Uli with Mayan Dooley Pooley. It was some kind of joy and love fest. On Uli, a room they did rent to Joey Joe, an angel sent. He's all around us here, celebrating those dear. He changed lives and sure left a dent. Next, in their home with legs 4, Frodo Lovepuff bounced through the door. And on that fair date, they found a soulmate. Love grew wings and over Uli did soar. One earth mortgage for our Bret, Christine a church job did get, and life's ups and downs met with truth, not frowns. Their relationship deepened, you bet. Ritual circles were commonplace, men's, women's, co-ed, and earth-based. Community rich, creating a niche, connections formed at rapid pace. Bret worked with big sisters and bros. Area 10 kept Christine on her toes. They both worked with care, a compassionate pair, spreading a light that grows. Counseling for Bret, the next part. Love spirals Christine did start. Reiki, EFT, coaching, therapy, both helping others from the heart. Lives transform around these two. It's happened to me and to you. With love and open heart, a ripple does start, affecting our world. This spring, Bret led her deep into the night wood where the oldest living being stood. Beneath ancient sequoia tree, Bret proposed on his knee, and Christine's yes was oh so good. Blessed are we to be here today, as Christine and Bret share vows in a way that transforms us each, inspires us to reach ever deeper and higher, okay? It's not over. Just the wind. Okay. Now, I must end this long poem, lest y'all nap or up and go home. So, let us not tarry. Christine and Bret, Mary, you're with us wherever we roam.
At this time, I invite forward Geisha Lamsang Kunga, who has been doing a blessing throughout the hours of this day, and will offer the final concluding blessing for Christine and Bret at this time.
So this is my prayer, also my wish that in this particular moment you feel everything perfect and very happy, very content. I would love to encourage you and with my prayer that you can carry this good heart-filled harmony and the sense of love and take it and until the end of the life. And so this could happen, especially if you remember this moment when you encounter any difficulties and anything that might challenge in the future. So at the top of that, I would like to mention one thing, that the foundation of happiness is a trust. So therefore, please do take this foundation and rely on the trust. And so I believe that you will achieve your goal and always be happy. So again, that life is at some point is kind of getting will be feel so long, but as long as you have the love and remember that you trust and you make this union because you love each other and your goal is to love and to be happy, then any difficulties or any challenge you might face will be overcome easily and smoothly. I have this scarf and the white scarf and it has 8 auspicious signs, symbols, and in Tibetan tradition that contains all the essence and also the positive energies. So I will present to you and as a symbol of the best wishes. Oh well, yes, I think it is very unique because just happens in occurred in my mind at this very moment. Look, we had this so very special because we have different religious affiliations and different ethnicities and people are various, so kind of diversity. And this itself tells the union is very special. So, and I also again wish you very best and happy forever, and also and we wish that the peace of the world and happiness for all sentient beings.
At this time, we will have the preparing for the family tree, which will culminate later in the ceremony, and I'd like to invite forward the mother of the groom and the mother of the bride to come forward with these rich soils from the earth to bring them back to our altar. And at this time, as they bring this forward and are prepared to sit again, I ask all of the family to please stand in honor of these two.
This is the sound of boys and blue. One spirit, one voice. The sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me just singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the realms we trust. Leave the rest behind, we'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
love, to be consoled through the miracle of company, to feel secure, to have a place and a person to whom we can come home, to have our own needs met. We marry also to come into the presence of our own capacity to love, to nurture, to heal, to give, and to forgive. In stepping beyond the self-focus of wanting to have only our own needs met, in schooling ourselves in the experience of putting another human being and his or her needs in a position of equal value to our own, we touch the web of transcendence, the presence of the divine. The compassionate, soul-changing loving of a single other human connects us most profoundly to the all. And it is in the practice of this radiant, other-discovering love that true marriage calls forth the best in us, the most that we can become. All right.
Christine and Bret, Bret and Christine. Take this in. Take in this moment. There are so many teachers and ministers and religious leaders here, from Janice and everyone who has participated to bring this time to you. And so we gather in gratitude for all of them, and we gather in gratitude for the two of you. This program, what other wedding do you get that has an entire list of how to do a marriage? Right there it is. So thank you. I'm going to have the little purple part made into a poster because it pretty well sums everything up. The one line I want to focus on: to rest and breathe fully, deeply, and often. So let us all focus on the breath. The Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh says, If you take 3 conscious breaths, you arrive even more deeply to where you are. I don't know if that's possible because we have arrived deeply. But sense this breath of your own with the breath of Mother Earth, breath of the weather patterns cycling through, providing this wonderful breeze today. Envisioning the ocean waves and their undulating cadence, even the ebb and flow of the tides themselves, as our earth does her dance with the tug of the moon. And all of us sitting and standing here on these sacred grounds of the Tibetan, Mongolian, Buddhist Cultural Center, let us be with the breath of Mother Earth, her trees in their own rhythm, breathing in the carbon dioxide we have expelled from our lungs, and we breathing in their life-giving oxygen. This communal breathing, to rest and breathe fully, these two tell us, deeply and often. You asked me to speak from my heart, and my heart led me to a different place than I was going to go today. It led me to Marge Piercy, which I am not surprised. She says this: connections are made slowly, sometimes they grow underground. You cannot tell always by looking at what is happening. More than a half of a tree is spread out in the soil under your feet. And so here we are, with these wonderful roots under our feet, grounded here. She continues, weave real connections, create small nodes, build real houses, live a life you can endure, and make love that is loving. And keep tangling and interweaving and taking more in. A thicket and bramble wilderness to the outside, but to us interconnected underneath with rabbit runs and burrows and theirs. And I simply want to echo what Geshe-la said earlier. Sometimes those connections are happening underneath us and we are not aware. And we have this other life that's going on. You have a couple. Sometimes you may feel you're apart from each other, but trust. Trust that those roots may be needing that energy to reconnect in new ways. And I find that even when I am feeling most distant from my partner, if I trust, with time, we go to a whole nother level that we have not known before, because those roots have been there, needing that energy to reconnect. Reach out, she says, keep reaching out, keep bringing in. Keep reading your little program. And it'll tell you everything you need to know. A marriage manual in one small flyer. She continues, the harvest will come over and over. So allow patience and love to be your guide. Taking that time for breath and be with the rhythms of the earth, yourself, and also with each other. Loving what you know of each other, and trusting what you do not yet know. Christine and Bret, your married life will give you the opportunity to grow together. My wish for you is that you be as open and honest as possible. For beyond that which you already know of each other lies your deepest selves, and that is inexhaustible. It's mysterious, it's sometimes challenging. May the experience you gain in life blend with your knowledge so it becomes wisdom, and then allow that wisdom to bless your love and concern for each other. I now ask the bridal party and the grooms to stand for the vows. I invite you to exchange your vows with one another. And have a little drink of water.
fell in love with your intoxicating positivity and your continuous expressions of love, joy, and bliss that have been pure pleasure in my everyday since meeting you. I fell in love with your commitment to veganism, your integrity with all your actions, your commitment to not cause other beings pain and suffering. Your empathy with the suffering in the world and your desire to heal it. I fell in love with you on that first night when I gazed into your altar and saw myself and met another part of myself that I hoped but did not know for certain existed in the world. And in our spirits meeting, came home to a completed being. And since then, you've been the lover and spiritual guide for my life. What I love and appreciate about you is how we laugh together every day. How we have so many tasteless inside jokes that only you would understand or laugh at. How you see the best in me even when I don't deserve it. But by doing so, you show me the path to a better me that I can't see by myself. I appreciate how you wake up every day exuberantly alive with sunshine smiles and give me the gift of starting each day with delight and playfulness and rapture. What I love and appreciate about you is how we have chosen to be the center of each other's world over these past 9 years. And now every day I'm reminded at some point that you know me better than anybody else because of all the life experiences, joyful and difficult, that we have journeyed through. And that those years together leave me wanting to know you even more and to live a shared life together. I appreciate you, that you are so completely wonderful, and that I feel like the luckiest man alive every day you choose to be with me. Christine, what I commit to you on this day and in this life is to take 100% responsibility for everything in our relationship. To vulnerably expose my fears and doubts when they come up so that they don't turn into frustration, anger, silence, or distance. To listen first before speaking. To hear and see you, especially when it's difficult to do so. To never go to bed upset with you. To always seek to understand your thoughts and emotions. To communicate my truth to you in the moment and to be completely honest with you. And to never hold any secrets from you or take any actions that would dishonor our love. To never blame or criticize you, and to own and apologize and learn from my mistakes if I do. To never stop exploring the depths of you, and to give you and us permission to be who we are and who we're becoming in each moment in our ever-evolving, ever-changing dance together. I commit for our union to be one that pushes us to grow and expand continuously as individuals and as a couple. To set the intention to thrive on a deeper and higher level every day we wake up and draw breath. I commit for our love to empower us to transcend the self-made barriers and limitations that we have placed on ourselves that keep us from realizing the full potential of our miraculous selves, and to channel the power of our love in the service for all beings and healing for the earth. I commit to passionately making love to you often because you're the most gorgeous, beautiful, amazing woman, inside and out, that I could ever hope to know. And I never want to go a day without holding you close and feeling intimately connected to you.
Good one.
I commit to living the most glorious and ecstatic and brilliant life with you, because since I met you, I cannot envision a future without you at its center as my lifelong lover and best friend.
My dear, sweet, sweet love. I remember so well when we met over 9 years ago. I was on this independent spiritual journey, about to graduate from college, spend my summer in Asia, and move to California. And then we met. I vividly remember walking out of one of the amazing peace talks you had given and realized that if I didn't connect with you, I would be missing out on something so significant in my life. I had no idea what it was, but I knew in the depths of my being I had to follow up with you. That Friday night in March of 2003, we had our first date eating stir-fried broccoli at Dragon Express, and we've been together since. Finding a fellow broccoli enthusiast was just one among countless ways I felt this uncanny resonance with you. From our first night together, I felt seen and heard by you in a mystical way like I never have any other time of my life. There was something extraordinarily familiar about you when we met. I felt instantly at home, and I've fallen more in love with who you are as a human being every day since. Here are just some of the countless things I love, celebrate, and appreciate about you, all of which are also ways you have inspired, touched, amazed, and taught me. I love how brilliantly insightful you are, how you have a piercing ability to see what's beneath the surface, how you maintain calm and centered no matter what is happening around you, how you dream, see possibilities, and have such an adventuresome spirit, how adorable and playful you are, and how willing you are to be silly and laugh, how we go to bed cuddling and giggling and doing our gratitude ritual. I love that in over 9 years, I think I've heard you say less than 5 judgmental comments about anyone. I love how you persist at seeing the beauty and gifts in every single person you see, and how you see others' challenges with such deep and wise compassion. How you understand me in ways I am continually in awe of, and oftentimes beyond what I know of myself, and how instantly grounded I feel in your presence. I love how Gandhi and Nelson Mandela are your heroes. I love that I still get bliss butterflies when we are out in public together and I see you across the room. How you love our earth and live from the heart, and how committed you are to social justice and peace. I love your masculinity and strength, and your femininity and softness and grace. I love your insatiable love of learning and growing. I love how you worry so little and trust so greatly. What an absolutely extraordinary father you are, and how you have welcomed me into your family in such an absolutely sweet and inclusive way. I love how we share such a profound love for our quirky little poodle. I love never having to walk on eggshells around you or censor anything, and how wholeheartedly you embrace and accept all of who I am. I love how your whole life is your spiritual practice. Thank you for encouraging me to take risks and face my fears, for filling my life with wild amounts of joy, for making our family and our date nights a priority, for being so committed to a life of ease and grace, for holding a limitless space for me to dream my wildest dreams, and for sincerely believing in me. Thank you for being so receptive to feedback, for forgiving so quickly, for being so flexible and willing, for having rock-solid integrity, for constantly encouraging me to be true to myself, for inspiring me daily to be the best version of me. And I'll add, even when I said, I have really long brows, you said, just be true to whatever feels good to you. For so patiently giving me time to grow and learn whatever I need to learn, for letting our home fill with hundreds of women's circles over the years, and never complaining, not even once, even when it meant you taking yourself to the movies or hiding out in Mayan's bedroom for hours. Thank you for being so quick to give and give without ever keeping track of who gives more. Thank you for loving me and for loving life so abundantly. I love you so much, and the more I know you, the more I love you and learn from you and fall in love with you and am inspired by you. When I look at you, I not only see the most handsome man I've ever met, I see the best friend I've ever had, someone I admire and believe in with my whole heart, and someone I feel so immensely blessed and honored to share the rest of my life with. and I promise and commit to take an interest in whatever you are excited about, reflect back to you your magnificence, sprinkle yeses all over you and our love, grow and have an ever more thriving and blissful relationship, serve the world in a really big way with you, be completely honest and faithful to you, celebrate your dreams as if they are my own, hear and embrace all of your feelings with love and compassion, see creative solutions whenever challenges come up, give you space and time for sacred silence and stillness, play and laugh and be silly with you, allow you to change and grow even when it feels scary to me. Take personal responsibility and look first at how I contribute to any challenges we face. Take care of myself so that I can best take care of you. Serve and support you in ways that are most meaningful and helpful for you. Use our differences to create wholeness, balances, and blessings. Love you without limit and condition. Make you lots of green smoothies and give you lots of back rubs. Be your ally, teammate, enthusiastic cheerleader, lover, and very best friend for the rest of our lives. And I am so ecstatically excited for the adventure ahead. And Mayan, I know that as I commit to your incredible dad, I also commit to you. I want you to know how beyond blessed I feel that I not only have the husband of my dreams, but the stepson of my dreams. I am in awe of the kind, creative, loving, passionate, happy, sensitive, fish-loving, tree and rock climbing, martial artist, and fellow vegan that you are. And I am so excited to continue to learn from you and to believe in you and cheer you on and be a mentor and constant source of love and support through every stage of your life. I love you so much, and I commit to you for the rest of my life.
You are together. That's pretty cool. Some of those invisible roots, I love it. The blessing upon these vows, and gratitude again for teaching us with your words to one another. What we witness, we are changed by, and what we offer and being witnessed by, we change. You're right, you are on a grand adventure, and what greater symbol than rings, brought forward by the greatest of all ring bearers, Frodo, and his sparkly assistant, Christy True. Dear Frodo, we're going past Mount Doom into the joy and bliss of this ceremony to bring forth the true rings of peace and love. I now invite you to exchange rings with one another, and when you look upon these rings on your hands, may you always remember this day. This love, this ground, this being, these words, these blessings, may they always symbolize that for you. Exchange. peace rings then. Again, may these vows be blessed. And now I'm going to invite you into the symbolic planting of the new family tree. We have some folks who are going to help out. We'll bring all of this out here. This fall, Christine and Bret will be planting the tree on the grounds of this Tibetan Mongolian Buddhist Cultural Center as an offering to these sacred grounds in gratitude for this space today and in gratitude for their family roots and foundations. This tree expresses this couple's commitment to have a relationship that is always growing, nurturing their love as a living thing it is. They pour on the rich soils brought forth from their family. And Mayan offers waters to deepen the caring for these two and the three of them and their families in their lives together. And also in caring for our planet Earth.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide you on your way. Guide you on your way. May the divine feminine masculine join together in harmony. May the blessings of this moment radiate in our hearts, in our hearts.
Christine and Bret. Bret and Christine. With these lyrics from this music in our heart and this dance in our heart, may the home you make together be the kind that helps to make this world more home-like. May it be a place of virtue and honor, of hospitality and peace, where all who arrive in peace are welcome, where both adults and children are nourished. Above all, may you find such fulfillment there in this home that you create together that you never cease to reach out in love and caring for others, so that those who do have cause to follow your life will do so not just because of your success or your happiness, but more because of your brave and generous living. As your marriage then brings a new meaning to your love, allow your love to bring a new meaning to life. It now gives me great pleasure to announce by the authority vested in me, in accordance with the laws of the state of Indiana, and more importantly, the blessing of this crowd, earth and sky, and the Great Spirit, that you are married. It's love one time.
All at once, I started seeing calling your name, crossing the universe, feeling the world play. And love leads on everywhere we go. And
Dance? No. I forget the word. You think of that word, it's just
love will lead us on everywhere we go. Love will lead us on. My heart tells me so. And love will lead us on and on and on. And love will lead us on and on and on.
front of my eyes, a world beyond my dreams began to materialize. Hearing your voice calling me on across the universe, singing my old show songs, and love will lead us on. Everywhere we go, and love will lead us on. My heart tells me so, and love will lead us on. And on and on, and love will lead us on. Love will lead us on.